Ready?
Yeah, whenever you are. Drum roll.
Didn't know. I just start with hello or welcome. I know I'm panicked now. I froze.
Don't say good afternoon because someone could be listening in the morning.
It's the time of day you're listening to this at the moment. And
All right, motherfuckers.
my name's Adam.
Over to thee.
This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Episode 43 of Lightly Used. I'm Adam.
And I am still just about Karen.
This is a podcast mostly about stuff we found in charity shops. And that's about it.
Wow, you make us sound so dynamic. We talk a lot of random shit as well. It's not just charity shops. We cover book reviews.
Mostly based.
We play games occasionally. Shock horror, there is actually going to be a game featured in this episode for future you in like 20 minutes time, listener.
And in 4 episodes' time, there will still be a game.
And I will still be referring to it from recording in episode 43. Because we recorded it all today. And it'll be split into 3 sections.
Sorry, spoilers. We won't tell you which one of us wins.
No,
Hopefully,
we
won't fuck up that much.
won't. I mean, it's a 50-50 guess. It's a toss-up. Flip a coin. You might get it right.
If there's a weird jump edit, one of us did fuck up and say it at some point in the show.
Adam won.
Place your bets. Which one of us will fuck up? I think it'll be me. Shall we move swiftly on?
Yeah, let's.
So I was listening to the latest episode of Who Takes the Socks Off.
Ah, yes.
When were you going to tell me that you're working with art?
I'm not working with art.
Well, yeah, they're voicing his AI with Crimson Urchin Media. You're working with art.
No.
After all the shit he's caused us.
No.
Me in particular.
This is my sweet revenge. I'm not working with art. Art has been bought out by Crimson Urchin Media, and I am profiting from that.
Yeah, but they played an advert in there. They could have just asked you to do the advert.
I know, but...
I don't get it at all.
Yeah, but they only need like 10 minutes worth of my vocal tone recordings just to send off to program into the AI, and it can just create a realistic me. So it's, not a lot of money, but it's a payday for me not doing anything because they've already got hours of me talking.
But who knows what they're going to be getting you to say and what you're going to be advertising.
Well, that's what waivers are for.
Watch out. And you're stupid enough to sign it. Just watch out. That's all I'll say. He's already lied to come about not knowing what happened to his AI version of me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he blames me.
Does he?
He sent me a computer thing in the box with a post-it note saying, fuck you. And he's playing all innocent to come saying, I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, it turns out also Val's dropping me in the shit with it all as well.
And what have you done to him? He would only do that
I've
if you'd
done
annoyed
nothing.
him.
I've done nothing. Art knows more than he's letting on. Val's dropped me in the shit. The only thing I've ever asked Val to do was sing that fucking jingle. And that's only because he put me on the spot. I couldn't think of it. I kept saying, no, it's okay, we're good. Are you sure you want something? That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing I've asked him to do.
Wasn't there an HR issue?
I've still haven't heard anything of that.
Oh, I'll have to chase that up.
Please don't. I don't know what I've done.
Is that sort of corporealism in the workplace or something?
I just wanted to know how things worked. I wasn't making fun of him, going, oh, look at Johnny Nobody over there. There's Timmy No Hands. He hasn't even got a face. How does he work? He's just a disembodied voice. I'm not making... No. He's just differently abled. He works in a different way.
Differently abled.
I don't know how he does what he does. That's differently abled.
I suppose.
I don't know how he used the phone to ring me.
It's all digital.
But yeah, as far as I know, he's just a disembodied voice. So how he does any of the stuff he does is a mystery to me. So yeah, I'm not making fun of him.
So
it's remarkable.
Who are you mad at? Are you mad at me for profiting? Are you mad at Art? Are you mad at Simon? And are you mad at Crimson Urchin? Or are you just mad?
Mostly that Art is still a thing. I thought we got rid of him, and also he's now teamed up with... I know somebody's offering you money for venture. I'm not going to hold that too much against you, but the fact it's an art-related project doing the same thing he ripped me off for.
Well, you should have answered the phone.
If they just didn't withhold their number when they phoned, Just ring from a landline.
Ah, yes, but
Drop me an email. We say pod@lightlyused.co.uk every goddamn episode.
yeah.
Ed says it.
I had a point to make.
Even our spam goes to Rob. Because Simon phoned me and told me that they were looking at working on something, and that this is why I knew that art was playing all innocent, not knowing what was going on with any of this. They said if they don't get hold of art and this old AI version of me, they were going to go in a different direction. Didn't know it was this.
I'm sorry. Surprise!
Speaking of tech dystopias,
Right, okay.
you give Black Mirror another go.
Oh,
So
yes,
I recommended
did.
San Junipero, which was one of the fan favourites as a starter. What did you think?
I actually really enjoyed it. I think it was within the first 20 minutes that I said which one of them is dead. But I hadn't realised that
spoilers,
it was...
by the way.
Oh, yeah, spoilers. We haven't even said... Oh, what season, what episode?
I think it's season 3, possibly, of Black Mirror. So it was from pre-lockdown. This is, I think, when it was on Channel 4 still.
But yeah, spoilers. I didn't realise that it was a metaverse type situation. That hadn't occurred to me at all because I just don't exist in any kind of sphere where that would be in my thought process.
And I couldn't entirely spoil it for you because all I remember is, right, this is the good one.
Yeah.
It's not a dystopia. It's a story about love. One of them's dead or dying. I can't remember exactly how it works, and tech is involved.
One's in a coma in the hospital and has been since she was like 21 or something like that. And the other is a lady with cancer, I believe. But
I just remembered, this is a nice story. This is a good one to start with.
Yeah, I mean, it covers a lot of themes in relationships, including consent and abuse, physical and mental. But also, yes, in essence, it is a love story and an idea that life doesn't necessarily end when the physical body ceases to exist.
I was going to add guilt in there as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely a lot of guilt. Definitely a lot of guilt.
Because not just of yourself and your actions, but also being put upon you by somebody else and then misunderstanding your motives. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's really well written. Charlie Brooker's fucking awesome.
On the whole, excellent episode. Nothing bad to say about it, really. You did make a comment after the end of the episode, which you may or may not have prepared in your notes. You said something along the lines of, oh, well, that puts that S&M club into a whole new light because they're all old bastards or something to that effect. Oh, yeah, because
everyone's either has died or in the process of dying and trying it out.
Yes, and they're all like S&M'd up, like leather daddies and what have you. But most of them are probably over 80.
Yeah.
But you don't see them as over 80. You see them as how they choose to represent
Matrix
themselves.
Sort of versions of themselves. Yeah, this is their
idealised version of themselves. Yeah, it was a good episode, but that club definitely rang slightly less true when I realised that they are all old dead people.
Hey, can't put a good person down.
Horny dead people. I mean, guys, if you could still get it up,
they're doing what they love.
Ladies, if it ain't stitched together and it still works, you use it till it doesn't.
But at some point, surely that's a bit of hell. We're 80 years old, we're still going to the same club, having the same party, fucking the same people.
I wonder if you can have like a selection of skins, like you do in things like Fortnite or whatever. So like on a Monday once a month, you're Caroline, and on a Tuesday once a month, you're David. And you get to just switch around who you are. So it doesn't necessarily matter that you're shagging the same consciousness.
Or an entirely different persona within the game.
Yeah.
I say game. They said it started as a therapeutic device, but the more people wanted, it became popular. So people decided that's their sort of Ready Player One.
Yeah.
And like that, you got to think that's what Zuck wanted the metaverse to be, that all-encompassing...
digital existence of consciousness.
Totally immersed in there, yeah. And they've got legs. But if Metaverse did start out as a therapeutic tool first,
yes,
I reckon it might have been a lot more successful. And they might have been excused that nobody gives a shit that people haven't got legs, or Paris is just, there's the Eiffel Tower surrounded by just green.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. He probably missed a trick by not considering it as a therapeutic device. Or maybe it was a consideration, but there was just no viability for it.
Or it's just not going to make us so much money that way. Well, it might have. They've got the American healthcare system.
I know,
you could have charged up
Could
the
have made
wazoo
so much
for it.
money, yeah.
Consumers can't afford this. Fuck you. No. We've got one in the entire building, and people have got to sign a waiting list to have a go of it.
Yeah.
I mean, and if it got popular then, yeah, it was good in hospitals and people enjoyed it. But also, we've made this game where we have to move really, really slow, like bullet time in it. I can't remember what that's called.
No, I have no idea.
I played it once.
Ah.
I was rubbish at it.
Well, we all know you're not a gamer, neither am I.
Yes, I sweated up a mate's headset for treat.
Hilarious.
Sorry, Simon. Did you want to tell us the story about replacing your expensive scooter batteries?
Oh, yeah. So, eagle-eyed followers will notice that I put a bit of a long, not rant, but just...
You've had a spenny few days.
I've had a very expensive month just trying to secure mobility aids and other things to make life a bit more comfortable. I don't know, I've probably said this already, but I am on long-term sick from work. Have been since about the middle of February 2026, whenever you're listening to this. And one of the things I want to do is make sure I've got all of the kit that I need in my life to make things easier so that I can go back to work.
Well, depending on how far in the future you're listening to this, you might have got bionic legs in the back and you are back in work.
I'd love a bionic spine. That would be phenomenal.
Yay, science.
But yeah, I put a post on Blue Sky and then I added up all the totals. And the cheapest part of the whole month was the petrol cost for going to Milton Keynes and back to pick up the free scooter. That was a grand total of about £84. But in total, in the last 4 weeks, so in the last month, not calendar month, I have spent roughly £1,000 on the absolute basic, cheapest, most second-hand, most reasonable, useful mobility aids that I can. And that doesn't even include the free items that I've had through from the council for in the flat to make life easier.
It's just to help you generally just get about and go
basically.
to the shops.
Yeah, it's a rollator. I've bought a very sexy purple rollator. It's got lovely big chunky black wheels. It looks kind of cool for a granny wagon.
It is really cool, but it should fold down a bit more, I think.
It would be nice if it was like it folded up into a quarter of its size.
I think some of those tubes at the wheels and stuff, they could telescope out.
They do come off. The wheels are all... They're like poppers or,
like prams,
like crutches.
Quick release.
Yeah, like crutches with the little presses that you press in and you slide them up and down. That's how the two back wheels come off and the front wheels are just two screws. So they would come off and it would make it much smaller. It would definitely go in my boot at that point. But then
you got to faff that.
You've then got to rebuild the whole blooming thing when you get to where you're going to. So it lives in the back of the car. But yeah, I love my new rollator. It's great. Tried it out today. Very comfortable, very useful. The scooter from Nanny is brilliant. We did have to buy new batteries for it, but they charged up really well overnight. And I have been living my best life on that scooter in the last week. I have seen the beach twice in a week, and I don't think I've done that in several years. And mostly I would have seen the beach more than once because I would have been driving past it to get to work. But I've not driven to work regularly since before COVID.
You've had the weather for it to be able to enjoy visiting the beach.
The weather has been absolutely fantastic, although it does not like even the smallest amount of sand. The Vista is not a fan of sand, and it has developed a bit of a squeak since I took it over some sand. So I think there's probably a grain or two somewhere that there shouldn't be. But disabled tax is, I suppose, the polite way of putting it. I won't say another word that I use because I use it for myself and other people may find it offensive, but personally I use it as a strengthening mechanism and not to be derogatory towards myself, but it rhymes with...
The abbreviation could work better alliteratively with tax.
Oh, yeah, but that sounds really offensive.
Yeah, that's why I've not said it.
Yeah.
And it's not my place to say it.
It's really not. And I'm going to leave it up to the listeners / YouTube viewer listeners to decide what words you and I are referring to.
I think we covered it.
But the disability
Rob,
tax...
do you want to jump in? No.
Yeah, he's good at words. The disability tax is a real thing. And I don't often get political, but there's a lot in the news at the moment about PIP and the DWP and rules and regulations changing. They will affect me. They will affect people that I know. They will affect millions of people that I don't know. But the real life cost of just trying to get about and establish yourself as independently as you can in the cheapest way possible has cost me over £1,000 in 4 weeks. And I'm really very fortunate that I managed to have some savings. Some of it has gone on credit and it will get paid off, but they were absolutely essential buys.
And this has also involved getting second-hand, used and free equipment.
Yes.
So the most expensive thing you've got, you've only been able to get because they've been really very heavily used.
Yes.
And a free version, a hand-me-down.
Yeah, exactly.
That a relative had to fork out a lot of money to get in the first place.
Yes, indeed. The average, shop mobility scooter, brand new, £1,000 to £1,500 minimum. And then depending on how fancy you want it, it's more and more and more on top. And that's just for one piece of equipment, and it doesn't do everything. You know, if you use a mobility scooter, you probably will use either a wheelchair or crutches or a rollator or a walking stick as well, because most people can't take their scooters into their homes, so they need other equipment. So yes, you are buying something to give you independence, but you also need to buy the things that give you independence outside of a set of wheels. Life is very pricey.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
this is happening whilst you're relatively young and you're in full-time employment in a
Yes.
relatively well-paying job.
Yeah, I will
with all the benefits that come with that. And even then, it's a crushing financial burden.
Yes,
And
yeah, it is.
there's not everyone going to be as fortunate. I'm trying to emphasise
No, I
vocally
know what you mean. It's a sliding
air quotes,
scale of whether you consider it,
position.
you know, you're luckier than some other people. You know, it's a sliding scale. We all experience life differently, whether our arms and legs, necks,
but
spines work properly or not.
You're still struggling to make ends meet because of this,
Yeah.
and you're in a position to theoretically be able to, on paper,
I can afford it.
but in reality, this is a huge inconvenience, and
Yeah.
you're having to go without as a result.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I haven't done any food shopping this month at all. All right, I think it's like the 2nd of May now. So April, I didn't do any food shopping at all. Got by on what was in the cupboard and what was in the freezer. And I discovered yesterday that there's a spider that's made a home in my food cupboard. So I think I need to empty the shelves and check the use-by dates, because most of it's probably about 4 years old.
Send the cat after it.
Yeah, she's useless. She's been trying to catch a fly all week. Anyway, so be kind to each other, people, in this toxic political environment is all I will say. And just be aware that just because you are not potentially disabled now does not mean that you will definitely not be disabled by anything in the future. 1 of 4 people become, you know, technically disabled, registered disabled for whatever reason, through accident, mental health, being old and having all of the problems that come with having a body that has lived for 80, 90 years or whatever. So just bear in mind that if you are someone who disagrees with the benefit system for whatever reason, just know that one day you may need to rely on that. And if you vote it away, it won't be there one day.
Well said.
And that's enough of that.
Well, I just want to go back to your scooter.
Oh.
There's a tiny little gripe that I've observed, which it's needlessly complicated, the batteries.
They're so
Especially
heavy as well.
I guess it's something beyond control unless you pay up for the LiPo batteries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's an overly needlessly and fiddly complicated process, especially as I imagine most of the users are going to be either elderly or have a physical disability in some way.
Yeah.
So all we had to do was to take the casing outside of the battery apart,
Yes.
so you replace the battery inside. To remove the box holding battery, 8 deep set screws.
Very deep.
Yours has got 2 batteries, so there's 16 screws to undo.
Yeah, manually.
Very, very short connecting cable then, which is between the
Between the top part of the case.
shell.
Yeah, between the shell, top part of the shell and the battery itself.
So there's not much space, and then there's a really pain in the arse, faffy, rubbery boot to connect over the terminals.
Yeah, the terminal covers were a pain.
And so even if the box itself wasn't too difficult to get into, but there's lots of then fiddly little bits, there's not much room to play with. And I guess that, okay, yeah, you got to do it to a price point, and putting some screw holes in there, that is the cheapest way to do it. But the item itself isn't a cheap fucking item.
No.
that even if it was just, okay, we'll put a hinge on the back and one of those latching clasp things like a toolbox.
Yeah.
That will be a huge help. There we go. We can just lift the top off.
Massively.
And you can have the fixed amount of cable because that's how far the lid can open from it.
I suppose also it's like, I mean, you could consider it almost a safety feature in that if you did have a box where the lid just had a clasp where it opened, it would make stealing the actual batteries much simpler. I know you could, in theory, just lift the whole module off the scooter and take that with you.
If you're going to rip it out, you're going to rip it out and steal someone's scooter. You're going to just drive it off. It's not an anti-theft mechanism. It's an accessibility for maintenance and usability.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable to watch you trying to do it, if I'm honest, because I could see the frustration.
It's not very user-friendly interface, especially when you think of the main user base who are going to be using it.
Yeah, there aren't going to be many 90-year-old blokes taking the batteries off to replace.
They might have to, but they're going to get ripped off by, right, you're going to have an entirely new thing instead of, we can just get the replacement ones for... depending on the model, for as little as maybe 30 quid in some cases, depending on the one you've got, or could be a couple of £100. But it's cheaper than getting an entirely new battery and casing.
Yes. Well, they are sold separately anyway. What I will say
or
is
then
that
paying someone to connect it.
I can't remember if I said specifically on here how much the batteries were. I know I put it on Blue Sky. But what I will say is having you replace the batteries for me saved me £100.
There you go. That wasn't 100 quid's worth of work that I did.
No.
Honestly.
But if I'd gone to Bush Healthcare, they would have charged me an extra £100 on top of what I paid for the batteries and delivery. I guess some of that would account for their time because they replace them for you, but it's not £100 worth of work.
No, it was about 20 minutes. Again, it was my first go doing. Once you know what you're doing, it's probably a lot quicker. But yeah,
the second one turned out to be even more fiddly.
Well, it was also the rubber boot connecting, and that took a lot of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if somebody's doing that regularly, you can probably get that done in maybe 5 minutes, and that's taking your time carefully doing it per battery. And nobody's charging £100 for 5 minutes of their time.
Well, I suppose it depends on their job, but not to change a battery.
Not battery tech.
One would hope not to change a battery for a scooter. No.
If you're coming up with the chemistry for a new type of battery, maybe you can be getting that kind of money. But no, I'm just changing a box that goes around it.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Deal with that shit.
But thank you for saving me £100. It was really appreciated.
No, you're welcome. I know what to do now next time the batteries run flat on any of them.
My savings have been absolutely decimated. I was lucky enough to have some savings, but they no longer exist, and that's okay because they're there to be used for essential things, and I've needed to get essentials, so that's good. It'll grow back over the next sort of 6 or 7 months.
Be nice if you're saving for a luxury with them instead of having to spend it on
save for a
bits
holiday,
and bobs. Yeah,
all inclusive somewhere. Be nice. Anyway.
What else have you been up to?
What else have I been up to? Oh, 2 very nice ladies came and saw me at home on Wednesday. Their names are Stephanie and Ruth. I promised I would give them a shout out. I did ask for their permission. They came to give me a sort of like care needs assessment and some information about cleaners and handy people locally that have set up in kind of like a charitable way. So they're micro businesses. They have less than 10 staff. They received money from the local council and the local government to set up care-based companies to give something back to the community.
Oh, nice.
So I've got this amazing directory that's full of lots of like domestic cleaners, companionship. I don't need a companionship, that's fine. But people who do domestic cleaning, industrial cleaning, commercial cleaning, they'll do my laundry for me, my bins for me. I can get someone to come in and do a deep clean from top to bottom to get rid of all the cobwebs and the dust that I can't get to. And they'll remove items that I no longer need, like the sofa that's been in my spare room for 2 and a bit years that I've not gotten around to getting rid of.
What if someone, say, who lived a couple of miles away from you was a chap who just happened to be very, very lazy and didn't want to do any of that stuff? Could he take advantage of any of these services? Or is that not the spirit of what they're trying to do at all?
I honestly don't know. I think they are mostly set up for care.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
The company's more towards the back. One of them did say that they specialise in industrial cleaning, commercial cleaning.
I guess industrial.
Deep cleans, crime scene cleanup, something else. And I was
I
like,
guess
crime scene cleanup?
Sounds like they're for hire.
Yeah, so, if anyone I don't like disappears...
My house isn't that dirty.
No, your house is extremely clean compared to mine. But there are companies in there that would probably be open to, negotiation.
Oh, and you said one of the extra services they can provide is pet sitting.
Yeah, yes, that's true. One of the businesses, they do pet sitting at home, or they can come and go. So that gives me a bit more flexibility to visit family, to maybe go on holiday at some point. I've not been on holiday for a long time. Not a proper holiday, an abroad holiday. You and I have been away for little short breaks, and they're always really, really lovely. But just to lie in the sun somewhere for a week on a bench next to a pool and have someone bring me food and cocktails, that is exactly what my body would love.
And you'd have to worry about looking after the cats then.
No, someone would look after them for me. But Stephanie and Ruth, thank you so much for all the time you gave me on Wednesday and for the future time you will give me, because I know Stephanie in particular said, I'll just email you things as I find them. I was like, yes, that's great. I'll appreciate that, because these are things I'll forget about. But they gave me lots of good advice and I really appreciated it. So yeah, Wednesday wasn't such a bad day, considering I ended up quadruple booking myself on Wednesday instead of triple booking. But I managed to rearrange the thing for work, which is good, which meant I managed to get all my health dealt with. Moving swiftly on to Sumo, very briefly.
Sumo news.
It's May, so May Basho is about to start. I'm not entirely sure what day it starts. I'm waiting for NHK Japan to update me. But I watched an hour's worth of them practicing their moves and stuff yesterday, which was really fun. Aonishiki is coming back as an Ozeki. He's coming back as Ozeki 1 West, which is the second highest rank in that division. Aonishiki is the one that did really well in January, then did really badly in March. Turns out he had a broken toe in March. He was very strapped up yesterday. Fingers and toes, but that might just be like a protection thing for practice. But he's coming back as Ozeki West 1, and the guy that won the March tournament is Ozeki 1 East, which is the pole position for that division.
I don't know if it's interesting enough to mention. I did do a bit of Urbex with my job.
Yes, you did, and it is absolutely worth mentioning. I find it fascinating.
I saw inside what's been called Britain's Unluckiest building.
And if you Google it, you'll see.
It's Danbert House, or Dunbar House, known as both. Built in the 1880s by Daniel Edwards, who's a tin plate magnate. It's now a very, very derelict Victorian Grade 2 listed building.
Very derelict.
Danbert was his company, but he named the house after it. But the builder went bankrupt and it wasn't finished, and Edwards never got to live in the house.
Yeah.
Sometime it was used as an unemployment exchange, or an employment exchange.
Okay.
An unemployment exchange. That's the opposite of what they're trying to do here.
Unemployment for your unemployment.
From some reports in the news saying at the time it looked fabulous, the oak paneling and everything, it looked really, really grand. There's some nice tiles in the entranceway, some nice mosaic on the floor with the sea motif.
Fancy.
But yeah, there was somebody's tried setting a fire in there, maybe 2016-ish, I think. So the fire brigade had to bring some of the roof down.
Yeah.
And since then, most of the roof has caved in on itself, and there's no upper floors in there.
No, it's mostly a skeleton now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mostly an empty shell, but I can put some photos on the blog if you think anyone would be interested.
100%. Hashtag Urbex. We'll get thousands of listeners if you call this episode.
Oh, crap,
if you call this Adam's Urbex Adventure.
I should have leaned into that a lot more if
we'll get so
gave
many
a
listeners.
shit about Urbex.
And they'll have to stay on for like 25 minutes to get to the Urbex bit. There you go. There's the name. Adam's Urbex Adventures.
Coming up on the show today. I should have teased and said, I'll tell you about my Urbex Adventure later on today. And I just thrown it away. It's because I wasn't interested. I didn't really think anyone else would be. I had to go in there for my job. I was doing a specific thing.
It was really cool. Like, you sent me a video, and it was on a day where I had been locked up inside my house for a couple of days. I was feeling real sorry for myself. You didn't know. And you just randomly sent me the video because you knew that I was interested in this building. And I was like, oh my God, the photography opportunities alone, it's worth getting in there.
Not my photography.
It is so beautiful in its dereliction. Like, I almost feel like it's sad that someone's trying to recover it, because every scar, every leaf, every cracked tile is representative of time, of age, of existence, of, you know, changes in the environment around the building. It's, to me, as an outsider, that place has got a personality of its own, and I feel a little bit sad for it that someone wants to go in there and
turn it into flats,
turn it into apartments. But if it's Beacon Cymru, Beacon ground floor. Thank you, thanks, that'd be great. Cheers.
I think the reason I wasn't as enthusiastic about going in is because I know there's nothing to look at when I go inside. I can see from Google that there's nothing to look at. It's just the shell of a building.
Yeah, but that's
externally it looked nice and fancy, but okay, there's barely a floor to be walking on the air.
You did hit your head at one point as well.
I was wearing a hard hat, thankfully.
But no, it was. I
That'll teach me
loved
to
that
look in the
video.
basement.
It really made me feel like I'd been outside and explored on the day that I hadn't been outside on, and it was lovely outdoors, and I just didn't have the energy or the wherefore to get myself off the sofa, and it just changed the outlook of my whole day. I really appreciated it.
Having a nose round by proxy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a nosy bitch. I'm not going to deny it. Anyway.
Oh yes, on the show today, we continue with Johnny Turnip's quest to try and trap a mermaid and make her cry to save the world. We play a game.
We do.
We've got Tat in the Box.
We have.
I don't have any donation item this episode.
Nor do I, unless I donate the game that we play today.
And I've vaguely read bit of a book, and I'm recalling what I can, and I'm also looked some bits up online to fill in some gaps about it, because I've not really had time to properly read a book once more.
Cliff notes.
That's all on the way to look forward to.
We're so professional. We're off to Abergavenny, we are off to.
Now, I'm going to apologise in advance. I've honestly watched a bit of a Parkinson interview with Noel Gallagher. I think it was Noel. I don't know. I don't give a shit which one's which.
It was Noel.
No, I practiced. I can't do it, but...
And I can't either, because I tried.
So...
It is what it is.
Apologies to our Mancunian listeners.
I don't think we've got any.
I'm rubbish. This is on me. It's no reflection on you. I have a very, very, very limited range. I can't even do a Welsh accent, and I'm Welsh.
Okay. Apparently my Manchester accent is actually Welsh.
I'm happy to do a dolphin voice, but I can't do a Manc accent.
I am still incredibly impressed with your dolphin voice.
Yeah.
How you didn't do that without helium is beyond me. Okay.
I can do voices, not specific voices. With that caveat in mind, is this episode's likely used news? Let's see how this goes. From the Abergavenny Chronicle, on Monday the 21st of October 2024, by Tim Butters. Abergavenny man claims John Lennon's other lost guitar is in Wales.
Ooh.
Although the lost guitar that John Lennon used on Help and Rubber Soul was found in an attic and sold at auction for over £3 million earlier in 2024, an Abergavenny man claims he knows the location of another, more important and lost guitar that once belonged to the Beatles' Rhythm Man. This guitar is so special and secret that not many people know about it, explained semi-professional paranormal investigator Johnny Turnip. It's the one John Lennon practiced on behind closed doors and used to write so many songs it's no point me naming any. However, it could also be the one he played when the Beatles came to Abergavenny in 1963, so that would make it priceless. Turnip added, the exact location of the guitar was revealed to me by two brothers from Manchester who I met in Tenby, St Catherine's Fort. Turnip revealed that alongside Big Tony and Puerto Rico Paul, he found himself in the fort after being told by Dolphin that the best way to capture a mermaid was to head there and find the two brothers who could sing a sea shanty no creature born of woman and fish could resist. Turnip told the Chronicle, I've been to Tenby loads of times, but never had the gander inside St Catherine's Fort before. It's part of the landscape and looks cool in sort of pirate way, but the idea of buying a ticket and climbing up the steps has always put me off. I'm glad I made the effort, though. It's all period drama decor and haunted house vibes inside. Very atmospheric. Turnip explained, after wandering aimlessly around the fort for a bit and daydreaming about living there like some opium-addled recluses, I got a bit bored and Puerto Rico Paul started to lecture us about its history. Apparently, as well as being a bastion that could be used to hammer the French if they ever found their bottle and attack British shores, it's also been used as a private residence, and from 1968 to 1979, it was a zoo. Once it was abandoned, it became a magnet for all sorts. Paul reckons his brother Pete, who was once a bit of a face on the Monmouthshire Mod Squad, would come down here with the lads in the weekend of the 1980s, and have a bit of a set to with Dixie and the Port Talbot Rockers, who used it as their unofficial clubhouse. Turnip amused. Crazy days. You wouldn't get the kids going in for that sort of tribal warfare thing these days. They're all too busy making dickheads of themselves on TikTok.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyhow, as you were admiring the graffiti that the Port Talbot Rockers left behind, I heard the unmistakable guttural whine of Mancunian as they started singing "We Are the Mods." I turned to my left. There was this diminutive but edgy-looking geezer with a savage haircut who was wearing a parka that was almost down to his ankles. He got me looking in his direction and said, "How do, man? Mod action, you know what I mean?" After a lifetime of dealing with nutjobs, I just nodded my head warily and replied, "You knows it, bruh." "Biblical, brother, biblical," he said as his whole body sort of twitched as if he was riddled with an electrical current. At this point, Puerto Rico Paul asked him, "Do I know you, mate? You look familiar." He replied, "Familiar to millions, but known to no one. Been around, man, know what I mean? Just chilling, filling my boots. Here with Brother Noah to find Brother Lennon's guitar." As you were. Turnip revealed. At this point, a similar-looking sort of geezer tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Come on, LG, time to move. The boat's ready." "Boat?" I said, and then the penny dropped. "Are you two brothers?" I asked. The older and more haggard one just looked at me as if I was simple and snarled, "What do you reckon, pal?" As both of them turned to go, I shouted, "Wait! Can any of you sing?" "You're having a laugh," said the older one as he raised one of his ferocious eyebrows. And then the younger and more excitable one just put his hands behind his back, thrust his head at us and bellowed, "Maybe!" Taking it as a yes, I explained to them that we were on a quest to hunt a mermaid, make her cry and use her tears to revive the Green Man and restore balance to the world. I said, "The only trouble is, none of us know how to sing the song that would woo a mermaid's heart. So far, the only thing we summed up from the deep were dolphins, and they said to head to the fort and find two brothers if we wanted to complete our quest and earn the favour of the triple goddess." "That's quite the mouthful," said the old one before studying us intently and adding, "I know crazy when I see it, and you lads are it. But I don't hold that against you. Or him," he said, gesturing a thumb at his younger brother, who's shadowboxing and singing "I Am the Walrus." In fact, crazy can be a game changer. As it happens, me and LG here are on a mission of our own. Rumour has it John Lennon's lost guitar's buried on Caldy Island. We need to find it, play it, sing the world a new song, and make ourselves a sack full of loot in the process. "Never hated the Beatles," said Puerto Rico Paul, who secretly loves them, but not as much as he does a wind-up. "They're little more than a poor man's Dave Clark 5 in my books," he said while giving Brother Noah the aggro eye. To his credit, Noah took it well. He just laughed, pointed at Paul and said, "I guess when you're dressed like Sammy Le Bon, anything goes." Little did he know, Paul would take that as a profound compliment. Noah had made a friend for life. As LG started eating boiled eggs and challenging Big Tony and Puerto Rico Paul to an arm wrestling competition, Brother Noah told me that when the Beatles split up, Lennon had entrusted his favourite guitar to a roadie named Cliff with a prophecy that a day will come when a new band will strum a new dawn for this island. When they do, this guitar will be waiting for the one who is worthy. Until then, keep it safe and keep it tuned soft, lad. Cliff explained in a letter he left to Noah after his death that he and Lennon were heavily dosed on acid when the conversation took place, and he wasn't sure if the Beatle was joking or not. And not one to second guess the great man. Cliff wrapped the guitar in some bin liners and buried it in Caldy Island, because, as a Pembrokeshire local, he figured such a holy item deserved a holy island all of its own. Apparently, after suffering from repeated nightmares that Ed Sheeran had found Lennon's guitar, Cliff was convinced Brother Noah was the man worthy of the job, left him a map in his will detailing where it could be found, and along with the message, "Be warned, if the right chords are played in the right sequence on that guitar, it can tear a hole in the very fabric of reality." Turnip added, "I must admit, I was more than a little intrigued at this point. The quest to find Lennon's lost guitar must maybe forget about my mermaid mission. Yet above the crashing of the waves, I could hear destiny calling and the familiar sensation of a plan coming together. I asked Brother Noah that if we helped him find the guitar, perhaps we could sail out to sea while he played it and his brother sang a song that would help summon a mermaid and save the world. "No problem," he said. "We played a lot weirder gigs when we were just starting out." To be continued.
Hey.
Tim Butters has compiled these stories into a book, The Manifest Trials and Tribulations of Johnny Turnip, available on Amazon as a paperback or Kindle, and the link is on the show blog right now.
Tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box, tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box.
No.
I have been trying so hard for so many episodes to say, or to not say, it's time for Tat in the Box, because I always say, it's time for Tat in the Box. So I managed to not say it's time for Tat in the Box,
Yeah,
except for
like,
those 3 times that I just said it's time for Tat in the Box.
Like me saying, and now we turn to the Abergavenny Chronicle for introducing Johnny Turnip. Right, so it's your turn to guess.
My eyes are closed, my hands are out.
Okay.
Passeth the tatteth.
Let's see how quickly you guess this. There we go. It's between your hands.
Hands are moving in. Oh, I just touched the very ends. Didn't give me any weird GBs.
I was looking to see how close you got before you stopped this time. What are you feeling?
It is a small squishy animal of some variety.
Do you know what type of animal from the shape of bits of it?
The type of animal that has 4 legs.
Oh, that's good.
And a little nubbiny tail. And round ears.
You turn it round, it'll face towards you.
That facing me?
Yep.
Is that hair?
Yes. You've got it the right way up.
It can't be a pony, because it's only got a little tail. Is it...
Would feeling the face help a bit more? Its features.
It feels quite bear-like.
Oh, you'd be right.
Is it just a generic bear, or is it like
No.
a panda bear?
Neither of those. It's a
Koala?
specific type of bear.
A
koala is not a bear.
I know it's not. It's a marsupial. They also all have syphilis.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia. A type of bear. A sun bear. A honey bear. A
drop bear.
Red bear. A black bear. Brown bear. White. Oh, a polar bear?
All of those things you said are wrong,
Oh.
including the colours.
A sun bear.
You can look if you want. I'll give you two as a toy bear.
I want to try. I'm trying to think of bears. It's not a white bear. It's not a brown bear. Is it a Care Bear?
Yes, I was going to say there's a big toy bear that you're not.
Is it? I really want it to be Grumpy Bear. It's not going to be Grumpy Bear, is it? Is he blue?
Kind of.
Can I open my eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, he's blue and pink.
It's Cheer and Grumpy Bear. I thought this was some sort of parody or bootleg, but no, it's official.
Oh my goodness.
In 2015, McDonald's had a Halloween Happy Meal tie-in with Mashup Care Bears. Mr. Trick not calling it Monster Mashup.
So this is like Grumpy Bear and who?
Cheer Bear, I think is the tag on the bottom there I looked at.
Oh.
Which is how I found out it's actually not a knockoff. It's
Cheer plus Grumpy Bear.
Yeah, it's a legit...
2025.
Yeah, it's fairly new.
Very new.
That was 50 pence from Welsh Hat Crafts.
It was 50 pence.
I thought you would have guessed that from feeling it being a bear, and you saw me get it as we got out the door.
Did I?
Because shout out to them, I got my upcycled craft framed Batarangs display from episode 41 there. We forgot to mention that we popped in before recording last episode, and they're not continuing the shop when the lease, the trial period at lease ends. But they are continuing it as an online shop. There will be a link in the description. And whilst you were there, the co-owner Sian was crafting something that caught your eye.
Oh, she absolutely caught me immediately. I was begging her for this unfinished project that she was making for her May Day display, which is this weekend. It was a beautiful Welsh hat, handmade checkerboard style large cushion cover. And Sian was in the process of stitching the hats and ribbons down. And it was so beautiful, like that. It was like
And a big cushion too.
Ochre and black houndstooth with a bit of red and a bit of black. Oh, it's just such a lovely, lovely cushion cover. I said to her, are you going to be selling that when you finished it? And she's like, yeah. I was like, how much do you want for it? She's like, I haven't finished it yet. I was like, I don't care. How much do you want for it? Just take my phone number, give me a ring when you're done with it, and I'll come and collect it. I'll literally give you the money for it now. And she was like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm deadly serious. Like, getting my purse out of my bag. I'm like, how many £20 notes do you want for this beautiful handmade item? And she was like, well, I was going to charge 20 quid for it. I was like, I'd have charged double, but here's your £20. This is my phone number. Thank you very much. Use it for your display and I'll come and get it when you're done with it.
I think because of your generosity and enthusiasm for what she was making, she was going to give me that for free, but I insisted on giving her the 50 pence in change.
I mean, I knew you'd picked something up, but I wasn't aware of what the item was, so this is completely new to me. But yes, it's a little blue and pink Care Bear. It's cute. It's like kind of vampiric / Frankenstein's monster stitched together. On the belly is a black cloud with a rainbow, a lightning strike, some raindrops, and a bat. And
if you look at the tattoo on his butt,
it's a black heart. It's a black-hearted bear of Beartown.
So edgy.
Very, very edgy. Nice.
But yeah, happy I saw that. I thought it was
That's
some
so
sort of
cool. I'm surprised I didn't spot it, to be honest.
Mischief have got the Hot Wheels with the bashed up wheels and things like that. That went for an absolute fucking fortune. I was trying to do research on this and find out what was the McDonald's promotion.
Yeah.
And I don't know if legitimately people were being enthusiastic about these bears as surprise toy drop. Or if this was just all marketing spiel, because all of these things seem to be released on the same day, like the 15th of October 2025. So,
interesting.
Yeah, this
they're a little
all
bit
seems to be markety push.
It's a little bit Halloween themed.
I thought if they're all on the same day, how are kids losing their mind and being so enthusiastic for it on the day they're launched secretly?
I don't know.
Yeah.
People's parents work at McDonald's.
I think it was a PR press release.
Probably. Anyway, very cool tat item.
On the tat shelf it goes.
Yay! Awesome.
My turn to guess.
Okay, from a very light item to a surprisingly heavy one. If I can get my arm in. Hang on. Would you like me to unwrap it from its bubble wrap?
Oh, go on, yes, please.
Okay.
Just in case I knock something on the floor.
Now, it is only in one piece. However, there is a moving part.
Okay.
You cannot break it. Like, seriously, I'm pretty sure it's indestructible. And it does have a price label attached to it.
Okay.
But it is on the table in front of you. I thought it might be quite funny for you to describe.
Cold. It feels metal and mostly tubular. There's a axe bit at one end that feels like... Oh, and it does turn round. Okay, it feels on first glance like roughly a small battle axe-y sort of shape, but or a massive stopcock. It turns, but with a handle, but then it comes to an abrupt end. So it feels like it's for feeding something in, and there is a valve. I can feel that with my finger. So what's it actually for? I'm guessing for slicing something. Hang on, there's a screw here.
Mm-hmm. It's a screw attachment, yeah.
Oh, hang on, there's also a hole on this end.
There is a hole.
Oh, this is going to be a fire nozzle.
I genuinely thought it was a fire nozzle. It looks like one. You can open your eyes. It is technically a brass tap.
Oh.
But it looks like it should belong on the end of a heavy-duty fire hose.
I suppose on the fire hose it'd be more of a handle attachment than a stopcock, a turning handle. But no, that's quite fancy.
It's a lovely big old brass boy.
It's a bright all nozzle with... it's got lots of perforated bits at the very end as well as a big...
I think there's a cork stuck in the very end.
And it's sort of fluted on the outside.
Yeah.
Decoratively.
Ribbed for everybody's pleasure.
Do you know anything about this? I see you've got some notes.
I have got some notes. This is a big old brass tap.
End of notes.
End of notes. I got this at the Grace and Truth shop in Swansea, which is based in the old Argos building, for anybody who's local or who cares to look on Google Maps. It was on their half-price vintage table. So it cost me £7.50. It was originally marked up at £15. It is, according to the label, a late 19th century brass tap by Bright All, Briteall.
Oh, they have specified a brass barrel tap.
Barrel tap, that's correct. Well done. This exact tap is listed on eBay. Buy now or best offer, £45.
Oh, we did
really
well there for £7.50.
I mean, I think even in scrap value, it's more than $7.50. It might not be, but
it is a heavy old object.
It's 748 grams. I know this because they listed it on eBay. I could not find anything out about Brightall. Google is a pile of shite. I don't use other browsers because I don't know which ones are any good. And Google, it's just the easy one. So here are some of the search terms that I used. A general Wikipedia search with Brightall and Brightall brass taps. Brightall 19th century company history. Just Brightall on its own. And then Brightall brass taps plus many, many, many more. Not one thing, including specifically looking for history, did any index. I looked at a couple of index of businesses for the UK from like between 1800 and 2000. Brightall was not listed on there. So yeah, it's a big old beautiful brass boy.
Well, if anyone
barrel
knows
tap.
anything about...
Yes, please. I'd be really interested to know if you want
Please
to...
get in touch. pod@lightlyused.co.uk. Photos will be on the blog.
And again, for those people who like to spam the wrong people, that is pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
We're trying, Rob. We really are.
We really are.
We don't know why you're getting our spam.
I have started getting spam in a spam box in one of my personal email boxes, but not the one I use the most, which I find really funny because that's the one that tends to be attached to my social media. I don't know.
Is it
sorry
for
about
likely
spam.
used spam that you're getting, at least?
Yes.
Oh, that's
It is
something.
is this likely used? Blah, 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 blah. Delete. They just go in my spam box and then I just empty the spam box. I don't really read them. So I've had a couple. So it is kind of working, Rob, but we are trying.
I don't know if I'm beating AI by using the 1990s internet method of, on our blog, I write pod space AT space lightlyused.co.uk. So I thought, well, anyone who's used the internet for a couple of years will know. Just replace at with at.
I don't know. People are stupid.
Well, that's why we've not had any spam.
I think it's funny. Anyway, those are our tatties for today.
You win.
Thanks.
It's been a while since we've done this segment.
Yeah, you haven't played with me for a bit.
No.
It's game time.
It's your game.
It is my game. It's a Facebook game. It cost me absolutely nothing. And unlike the Genius game from the last episode that we didn't get to play because it was covered in mildew, this one is actually in relatively good nick.
Yeah, and all the pieces seem to be here.
All the pieces are there. I will say that the roulette wheel is a tad sticky, so it doesn't spin very well. I experimented with it earlier. If you lift it up and then spin it and let it drop, it might pick a number that isn't just one next to it.
Yeah.
And the horses are a bit stiff as well, but, that's by the by.
Oh, it's just the plastic on plastic.
Yeah,
actually.
the box does advise that if any of the spinny bits are a bit stiff, to put some mineral oil on it. We both know that you don't have any mineral oil because you use WD-40.
my shaver, yeah.
Does the job.
There's a hairdresser supply place just literally down the road from me.
Yeah.
We should say what game this is as well.
It is Go for Bro.
I keep wanting to say Game of Life. Very similar, but very different rules.
Much smaller board than Game of Life, I will say.
It is.
I do have Game of Life at home, so we will have to go through it at some point.
So we've briefly read the rules, which essentially say throw the dice, whoever's got the highest roll goes first, go clockwise, and do what it says on the square you land.
Pretty much. The only thing we'll be referring back to the rules for are specifics to do with gambling.
Okay, so you get to roll the dice first.
Oh, do I roll one or two for a start?
Should we roll one each?
Yeah, all right.
At the same time?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, roll. Oh, mine's on the floor. I'm gone across the room.
What did you get?
I'll have to go over there and have a look. I think it's a 5. What did you get?
I got a 3.
I'll have a look. It's a 5.
It is a 5.
I will.
It is a 5. He has picked it up, made sure he brought it to the table at the same angle. It has not been flipped or turned.
I got an 8.
Adam goes first. There we go.
6. So clockwise.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I took my hotel with me.
I'm taking it for a walk. What did your square say?
Go to play Snake Eyes. So straight away you need to look up the bloody box.
Straight to the casino.
Snake Eyes. I don't know if I have to go in the casino to do that. I forgot to set a timer as well.
We always do that.
Right, throw the dice as often as you like. Add up the total shown on both dice each time you throw them. providing neither of the dice turns up a 1 when you decide to end your turn. Pay your total score times 5,000 to the bank.
Glad you got your phone.
Yeah, we need pens and paper and stuff for this. If 1 turns up on either dice, disregard your total and receive £100,000 from the bank. Your turn then ends. If you throw double 1, you receive 300,000,
Nice.
and your turn ends.
Okay.
Right.
There's your dice.
So I haven't done well with rolling a 1 so far. So I've got to... Do I have to go on this square here?
No, you just throw it wherever. Ooh, double 4.
That's 8. Alright, let's get the calculator app up. If my phone lets me unlock by registering my thumb.
And don't be
I hate technology. Right. It's a touch screen. I'm touching it. No, you're touching it wrong. I can't touch it any other way. It's just putting my finger on the screen. Bring back buttons.
6.
Plus 6.
11.
And then one more roll. I think I'm pushing it so far.
Ooh.
Ah!
Oh, got a 5 and a 1.
So that my turn immediately ends. So I don't think I need to do anything about any of the 11 I've counted up so far. So
Do you end up getting £100,000 from the bank?
Disregard your total, receive £100,000 to the bank. My turn ends.
Yeah. You just made yourself richer.
So £100,000 from the bank.
Okay. See if I can get anywhere with my rolls. Ooh, double 6.
Wow.
Oh, what do I have to do for a double 6? Do I have to give the bank money?
Whenever you throw double 6, immediately pay £100,000 and continue your turn.
I am now less than a millionaire. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Buy a share.
Is that one of these?
Reliog Steel Corporation, $100,000.
Are they all the same, or is it just?
Yeah, the one in the middle, please.
Oh,
Thank you. And is that the end of my turn?
Yes, I think so.
There we are. That was successful. 3.
1, 2, 3. Lottery.
La 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 ria.
Buy £5,000 of your lottery tickets as you pass. Here you go, bank. 5,000.
Yeah.
Do I get to gamble or anything with the lottery?
I think there might be a thing of like, if the lottery's empty, you have to put a certain amount in it.
Oh, is there a square we've got to put the...
I don't. I think it goes in. It might go in the go for broke. It might go in the go for broke square.
Let's put it on there for now.
All right then. There we are. Marvelous. Okay. Some ASMR dice manoeuvring while Adam's just double checking the rules.
That's it. You can carry on.
Okay. I got a 5 and a 3, so that's 8. 1, 2. Ooh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What do you have to do?
Donate. I've got new glasses on. I don't know where the reading line is. Donate 170,000 to the Militant Undecideds Fund. Donate 170,000 to the Militant Undecideds Fund. Okay.
Doesn't matter what. You've just got to
That's
give
£100,000.
£170,000.
150, 160, 170.
I need to move 8.
Let me know if you need me to manoeuvre your piece at any point. That didn't sound how I meant it to.
I'm on that give £5,000 something there too, whatever it is.
Give £5,000 to each player wearing something blue. I am wearing blue.
Oh.
Thanks. Ordinarily,
That's
that would be
going
a
to make
nice
such a
gift.
difference to you, yeah.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Buy a share.
The oil company.
For how much? 100?
Yes.
Okay. There's 100 for the bank.
Not
And
getting rid of much of my money so far, am I?
an oil share for me.
Should have quit playing lottery when I was a thing.
Ooh,
Oh.
12.
Oh, I got to give money away.
Oh, yeah, 100 grand to the bank. And
can you move me 12?
I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got a choice of going left or right here.
Can I go towards that stock exchange square?
Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7. Stock exchange.
What? Oh, yes, I've got to read the rules again. The stock exchange. Oh, I don't need to go there by exact count. That's okay. Just double checking. Stock exchange. Here we go. When you visit the stock exchange, spin the stock exchange spinner once.
That's that one?
Yes. Although, I probably need shares first, don't I?
That's a satisfying spin. I don't know. You haven't landed on a share square, so who knows?
If the spinner shows a share going down in the red, all the players owning those shares pay £10,000 to the bank for each certificate. No. If you go to the stock exchange, even if you hold no shares, in this way you can spin the spinner in the hope that your opponents make money on their shares. Like, you don't own any electric.
I don't, sorry.
No, it makes no difference then, so nothing happens. I've wasted that turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Buy a share in the Steel Corporation again. £100,000.
Just 100.
Yep.
I'm doing quite well at.
There you go.
I'm doing quite well at spending so far.
I am not.
Oh, that's a 3 at this end.
4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gortat Casino.
Hooray! Oh, another thing I've got to read up on.
What, is there actually a casino square? Oh, yes, there.
If you go to the casino, you must play both games. Oh, I've got a chance to get rid of some money.
Yay!
Fruit machine. Pay £20,000 to the bank and spin each roller once. You are paid on any of the following combinations. Okay, so £20,000. That's 100. Those are 10s. The money's all sticking together. Right, so got to pay that to the bank.
Not sure that's something you should say out loud.
And where's this?
That's your fruit spinner.
Right. Oh, that thing's... Oh, sorry. Right. I'll just do one at a time.
Do one at a time. It's probably much simpler. So you got champagne, UFO. It's gold.
Any two of a kind in sequence, I win 50,000.
Oh, no. You're shit. I might actually stand a chance at winning a game because the idea is to lose it. And we all know that I never win.
Roulette. Choose one of the 3 bets shown below. Pay the bank, spin the spinner, and win as follows. 5,000, choose a single number. I win £150,000. Pay 20,000 and choose a group of numbers. 1 to 12, 13 to 24, 25 to 36. Win 100,000 if a number comes up. Pay 50,000, choose red or black, and I'll win 80,000.
Oh. Well, that certainly seems like the least risky option.
I'm going to pay 50,000.
So is that a particular number or a range
red
of
or black.
Numbers? Red or black. And what are you going for? Oh, do you have to say red or black, or does it just have to land on red or black?
Yeah, I think I have to say...
I want it to be red, or I want it to be black.
I will say I'm betting my £50,000 on black.
Okay. Oh, you got black.
Oh, crap. Won 80 grand.
Oh, no. Well, you put 50 in the bank, so you've won 30.
60, 70, 80. Y'all go.
Did you just have to play 2 of the games and not 3 of them?
Oh, it says I have to play 2 games.
That's fine. You've played 2. That's all that matters. 10 for me, please.
Oh. Right. 10 minutes up. Let's move this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left or right?
Right, please.
9, 10. Throw a single dice. Pay 50,000 per dot to the bank. Sorry, 5,000 per dot.
Ooh!
The maximum score.
That would be 30,000.
Well, so far I think we know who's winning in this game.
5, 6. Listen, it makes a change for me to be winning at anything in life. If it's go for broke, that's probably realistic.
I think those are the only 2 games in the casino.
Ah, right. Oh, what
A
are the
and B.
horses? Oh, is
Fruit
it just a
machine,
horse
roulette.
track? Oh, is there an actual horse track?
There is the races, yeah.
Ah, there we are then. Just ignore
okay.
me.
At least I was doing one thing right.
You were doing plenty right.
Right, let's find out if I can stage a comeback for next episode.
Okay.
I doubt it. I've kind of read a book.
Yay! One of us has, for a change.
I've read bits of a book.
Small
I've
amount.
read it properly, mostly, a long time ago when I got the book.
Right.
Didn't quite finish it. I thought, well, I'm going to get back to that chapter. Then, yeah, life happened and never got back to it. I can't remember what happened in the chapter before this. Right, I've got to skim read this. I can't remember it well enough. So, yeah, I'm vaguely giving you the gist of this book. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm not doing it justice. But although, to be fair, we only started this segment because we thought we were getting an art grant
Oh, yes.
to include a book segment.
Sorry,
out
who
his
thought?
name was Arthur Grant.
Who thought?
I misunderstood and thought we were getting an art grant for including a book segment. Turns out I was speaking to a man called Arthur Grant who I, let's say, misunderstood and wasn't really paying attention to whilst he was speaking to me. Little column A, little column B. And yeah, that's spun out of control quickly. Fuck it. Anyway, that's we don't need to include books anymore, is my point. We're not getting any money for it.
Fair enough.
So
I mean, we might keep it up if we feel like it.
it makes us sound kind of smart.
Well, yeah, but we do
We're
need to
absolute
invent
dummies,
a new
clearly.
segment. We need to come up with a segment
Yeah, replace it.
to use if we're not using Bibliota't.
Yeah. And
Answers on a
we're
postcard.
being lax enough as it is with the game segment. If it wasn't for Johnny, Turnip and Tat, there would be no other
Yeah,
segments in
it
the
would
show.
just be us talking
saying
nonsense.
hello and goodbye. And it's taking ages to say goodbye. Fuck's sake. So yeah, I've got Jim Gavin's debut book, Middlemen, from 2013. And I asked for this was a present in maybe 2018, 2019. I became a fan of Jim Gavin's writing after his show Lodge 49 in 2018. And I loved the show. It got cancelled after 2 seasons because of low ratings, and I imagine very low ratings, to be honest with you. It was a slow burn show, comedy drama with excellent music, set in present-day, late-stage capitalist Southern California about an optimistic lost soul who stumbles into fraternal order and the friendships and relationships and members of the lodge. And then after he joins, the history and mysteries of the order start to get unearthed. Some of the esoteric things they'd always taken with a bit of a pinch of salt and assumed, yeah, they're just the founder being eccentric, may not be as fantastical or flight of fancy as they assumed they were. Yeah, we just say the words. It was just a la-di-da sort of fanciful thing to make the old lodge sound grander than it is. We just come here for the free bar. Sorry, not a free bar. They let us run a tab in the pub that we've got in the lodge. So even though it's still unfinished, I reckon it was a great show. It takes the discovery of the corpse of the former lodge leader in episode 3 or 4 before the show really has a hook. I did say it was a slow burn. There's some bits about alchemy, mythology, some hints at teleportation or interdimensional doorways too, but nothing was resolved or clarified. There were 4 seasons planned, and each loosely based around an elemental theme. Season 1 being water, 2 fire, and from how it ended, it looked like 3 was going to be earth, but we'll never know.
Anyway, back to the book.
Yes. Today's book, Middlemen. It's an anthology of short stories with a couple of through lines that they all have in common. And I mentioned Lodge 49 as that's the most recent thing Jim Gavin has done, but you can see all the roots and bits and bobs that started. These are the strands of some storylines. I'm accumulating these into characters and bits and bobs that might be accumulated into one character or several strands of characters in Lodge 49. They're all set in Southern California, like the show. Kind of bittersweet tales about men whose lives haven't quite gone as they'd hoped, or they're not where they dreamt they would be at this point in their lives. It is kind of hard to summarise 6 short stories without skipping over big story elements, and I'll do that.
Okay,
And I'm also going to skip some entire stories.
Do you have any best bits?
The first story, Play the Man, it's about a 15-year-old basketball player. He's transferred to a much, much less prestigious school to impress his new teammates. He lies about being a big shot, and I was getting offers to play in the leagues at my old school. But he's not that good a player. He kind of talks and runs his mouth to make him sound like he's the player he imagines himself to be. And to be fair, none of his new team are that good, and he's absolutely shitting himself when he realises, I've got to face my old school in an upcoming match. As it goes, his teammate sees having a panic attack. One of his teammates goes, yeah, I'm just going to pull the fire alarm. And his coach goes, doesn't do anything to stop him, just asks, are you serious? Pulls the fire alarm, they lose, and he's happy then to realise, my God, he once dreamt of becoming a big shot basketball player, but he realising that's not happening anymore. We're out of the leagues. We forfeited. I'm kind of happy not to have that pressure in front of me. So that his life at 15 years old, he thought, I'm going to be a basketball player. Quickly realised that I'm not going to be, but also I'm kind of happier not having to be that.
That's fair.
Bermuda is about a bit of an ambitious guy who meets a musician who's 10 years his senior, and after falling in love, a dream opportunity comes up for her to teach in Bermuda. And they talk of a future relationship. She accepts the job, but deep down they know that this long distance, it's not going to work. And from exchange of messages, he knows the relationship has ended. But he scrapes up enough money to go to Bermuda to see her anyway, because he's got to try one last time. As soon as he gets there, realises this has been a horrible mistake. I've got no money. I've got to go back home.
Oh, dear.
And he borrows money off her to...
Oh, no. Oh, insult injury.
And it's clear that, the time has passed. This isn't what it was anymore.
Yeah. Oops.
We both realise this has been a mistake, me coming here. Can I sleep on your sofa?
Oh, dear.
And he didn't pay her back.
Oh, no.
And then the last story, there's definitely origins of one of the main Lodge 49 characters, many of the Lodge 49 characters in the title story, Middlemen. And a lot of the author's own life in there. We talked about Andy Weir being a bit of a self-insert in The Martian and Project Hail Mary with, I like to be a man on my own solving esoteric and complicated problems. And he's good at what he does. A very competent person solving problems nobody else can really do. Jim Gavin, at some point, he definitely used to sell plumbing and pool equipment.
Glamorous.
He knows far too much about plumbing equipment for someone and how that trade works. And it comes up far too much in his work.
Could it have been like his parent was a plumber?
Well, I think his dad was a bit of a surfer.
Right.
And in the 60s, I'm guessing, I think I might have misremembering bits from interviews and also reading maybe too much into characters. But I think his dad might have been a bit of a surfer and in the 60s had to go to Vietnam.
Right.
And then come back and, well, fuck, everything's fucking changed. And he's had to become self-employed, but then be a pool guy. And I think his son then, Jim Gavin, also got involved in the family business. I think is what's happening, because all of these stories in the book are about mentorship in some loose way, shape or form. There's far more than casual plumbing chat and installed garden swimming pool knowledge going on in the book. The first chapter follows a guy who goes back home to help his parents out because his mum falls ill, and then after she dies, he needs a new job. He's left everything behind his whole life. He's at home. He's no future him. Yeah, I can work with Dad at the plumbing company. He's shit at it. He doesn't know a thing about it. All the other people he's dealing with are knowledgeable. They've been veterans in the industry. Also, he's been given all the dog shit leads to track down to make sales out of. He's the newbie at the company. You've got to prove yourself. You don't get the Glengarry leads. And the second chapter is from the dad's perspective. Elsewhere online, I've read the story overall described as sort of anti-Death of a Salesman, in which the son ducks the father's legacy, goes back to college, but the life of Dad continues to toil. That's a little bit more grimly. I've read a blog summary of the last bit of the story. In the book's final story, an aging widower has learned to resist the drug of dreams, allowing himself only the slight possibility of winning the toilet/plumbing parts salesman of the year award. By never reaching, he's ensured he no longer gets hurt when he falls. His recipe for disillusionment is simple: to live without hope.
Aww.
It's not as dark as that made it sound, I promise.
That's terribly sad.
That sounds like he dies alone. He probably will.
Well.
But he's at least eyeing up his hot neighbour wife.
Is that how you plan to go?
Already happening. She mowed the lawn wearing hot pants. But Middlemen by Jim Gavin, an anthology of short stories. There's a nice little summary of description he gave of the stories in the back of the book.
Oh, cool.
He didn't have a plan before he started writing the stories, but at some point he started thinking them of in terms of the old guild system, the movement from apprentice to journeyman to master. So the first 3 stories in the book are apprentice tales. They're brighter, more overtly comic. The protagonists are naive and vain, but clueless about the grim realities surrounding them and the people in their lives, racing towards the future where all their dreams will come true. The next 3 stories are journeyman tales. In these, the mood grows darker. The protagonists have come of age and know a little bit more about life. They've amassed various triumphs and failures. They had to revise their sense of the future. They still don't know who they are, what's waiting for them, and for the most part, they're just drifting along and holding on to the old dreams and vanities. And the last story, Costello, is about an old master. He's lived his past dreams, he takes the world as it is, and gets on with the business of life.
That's a much kinder way of putting it than that reviewer.
Yeah.
That reviewer's obviously disappointed in life somewhere.
Because that guy at the end of the book, he was at the golf course, getting a little bit drunk with his buddies, hitting balls at people who were actually playing. There was an award ceremony for the plumbers, but there's other people on the golf course, but they were just taking turns going, yeah, we're going to hit balls at people trying to have a go.
That's quite funny.
Eventually the ceremony got shut down and the Rangers come, no, you're banned, you're not coming back next year. One of the guys was drunk in the sand trap. One guy had a heart attack on the course.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're not having the awards there again next year.
No, that's fair.
So yeah, as grim as it is, yeah, there is a lot of comic elements in there.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I'll try and find a link, if I can, for the Wayback Machine. If it exists online, there will be a link in the blog for the book. This is getting long already. And I've already forgotten to ask, did you want to try these crisps?
No, thank you.
Never give them a pass this episode.
We'll save them for next time.
We did have a nice steak sandwich for lunch.
Oh, we had a banging steak sandwich for lunch.
Very full.
I had a steak with chimichurri and paprika fries and rocket in a really nice ciabatta roll. I ate about a fifth of the ciabatta roll because I just couldn't face it. The steak
concentrate on the steak.
Cooked so lovely. It was a proper nice medium rare. It was nowhere near being medium. It was definitely rare to medium rather than like medium, which is what most people do in medium rare with. Really, really good. Where did we go? Jolly's at the Hilltop?
Jolly's at the Hilltop. We'll just give it a 5-star review as well.
Yes, indeed you did. They did ask us to, but, you know, I guess I wouldn't have thought about it if they hadn't have said...
We were very complimentary on the way out. So,
singing praises.
So, you're telling me it's good. Tell everyone else it's good.
Tell the internet. No, because I want to come in randomly on a Saturday afternoon and get a steak sarnie.
Well, to be fair, that's exactly what we're doing here. Share. Please tell a friend.
Yeah, please.
It's all very well you liking us, but tell other people what you like about us.
Have we got any more YouTube subscribers?
16.
Woohoo! We've got up
2
2
more.
I wonder if that's Stephanie and Ruth.
Hopefully.
Hi, Stephanie and Ruth.
Hi, Steph. Hi, Ruth. Can you tell some other people as well?
Yeah, make every one of your colleagues listen to us too.
And if you have been one of the 16, possibly more people who've been listening, thank you very, very much for doing so.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be back in 2 weeks to do this all again.
Yes.
With a bit of a different Johnny Turnip story.
Oh.
Hopefully I won't have to do as many voices. I still forgot when we had that month off. I didn't read ahead. That's one of the things I wanted to do, is to read ahead. No, well, I forgot to plan, or can I get you to do any voices? Didn't do any of that.
Oopsie.
That'll teach me. We're part of the Studio Channel 84 network. It's a small independent podcast group set up by TJ and Rob. We support each other with ideas, recording some bits and bobs for each other, or just chatting shite.
And cupping one another's boobs.
If you're lucky. Our fellow Channel 84 shows are The Variety Show with TJ and Rob, The Untitled Sci-Fi Show with Rob and TJ, and Who Takes the Socks Off with Ross and Simon. Find us all, plus blogs, links to our socials, Discord, YouTubes. We're all at channel84.co.uk. Like we said just now, please share, tell a friend, and tell them to share too.
And also tell them to email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Yeah, that's our bit of the site, lightlyused.co.uk. It's all the same place. Please, just have a nose around.
Yeah, just come and post.
Click all the other shows.
Yeah.
Give them a listen. Say hello. Say we sent you.
Or Yeah, I was going to try and come up with a funny quip then, but my brain has literally just farted itself out of my ears. Intelligence has left the window. No room. Oh my God! Stop talking, Karen!
Back in 2 weeks.
This is the outro, right?
You okay?
Literally just my brain just went, nah, you've got no more words.
I'm done thinking.
Yeah. It was just like, nah.
Your mouth,
Nah.
you're on your own.
Yeah.
You started this.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, see where you're going to go now.
Motherfucker. It's quite a funny way to end the show. It's like, oh my God, no, just, I've got no words. I've no words left. They've left. Fucking dickhead.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Biblical, brother. Biblical. That was really Welsh. This is going to be so difficult. I find Manchester accent really hard. Biblical, brother. Biblical. No. Biblical, brother. No, that's still Welsh as well. I can't do it. I can give you a voice, but it is not going to be Manchester. Familiar to millions, but no one to no one. No, that's even worse. Familiar to millions. No, I can't do it.
It's okay. I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You could put it all in outtakes at the end. You're going to get nothing from me that isn't just weird Welsh.
That's right. I've given an apology at the start.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Here it is.
I'll get. I mean, you could have highlighted it.
It says, excuse me.
What does it say?
Here in Middlemen.
Yeah.
Chapter.
And what would Jesus do?
That's going to go on too long.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.